Hey fam, what you know good? This is Jeff Hennig. I'm filming another episode of Walkin and Talkin. We're covering another chapter in a free ebook to my subscribers, and you'll have information on that in the description on this video. But today's chapter, we're covering Jericho, the invasion of Jericho. In honor of a military action, I'm wearing boots and utes and the unit t-shirt from my old Marine Corps unit, TOW Platoon, Headquarters Company, 3rd Marines. Anyway, why don't you take a stroll with me? Let's go. Jericho. So, Jericho has 3 walls. The first 2, it's a brick wall on top of a stone wall, and it acts as a retaining wall with a big stretch of dirt between them. The next wall is on top of the mound behind it, and that one's almost 5 stories tall. The total height for this thing, the 3 walls and the mound and all that, ends up being about 10 stories tall. Really intimidating. So that's a psychological factor. Well, the other thing is you always get an advantage from taking the high ground. And at Jericho, they had that forever. So it's a major advantage. They're also situated in a breadbasket that feeds surrounding territories, and they had just completed the harvest, so they've got plenty of food. They also have a spring that feeds the fortress. So any siege, usually expect, if you're gonna lay siege to a town, to a fort like that, you hope it's over with pretty quick, because you're open to shots from the top of that wall. Well, it was gonna be a while, but God tells the Israelites to go attack Jericho. But that's not all. Wait for it. First, he tells them that they've got to be circumcised. I don't know about you, but that makes me kind of uncomfortable. Right? So, he gives them time to heal up. That also says a little bit something about how long they had been out of covenant. Because remember, it's Abraham that established that, or the God that established that with Abraham, rather. So, they're healed up, and they're about to go on the attack. And God says, no, hold on, that's not good enough. What I want you to do is march around the walls of Jericho once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, march around it 7 times. Blow your horn. The walls will come down, and I will deliver them into your hand. So that's what they did. I don't know about you, but I would have to take that on faith, because there is nothing material that's making that happen. That is purely a God thing. Now keep in mind, they're having to march around this city in plain view of the archers at the top of the walls. You know, I'm reminded of a Civil War quote from General John Sedgwick. And he's being warned about snipers in the tree line. He said, Those snipers couldn't hit an elephant from this distance. Obviously they did. So they did all this, and they gave a big shout. They blew the horns. So what was their reward? Well, they took the town. But if you remember, they had been ordered to kill everything. And they couldn't take any spoils of war. Everything had to be burned up and destroyed. So, they burned up everything and destroyed it. Every man, woman, and child, all the livestock, pottery, houses, whatever. Everything's destroyed. Except, of course, you got one family that decided to hold on to some gold and some goods and stuff. Well, they paid. They narked on themselves, and God punished them by having the earth swallow them up. That entire family. So what do they actually get out of that? Out of this deep water moment? What's their catch? Well, their catch is that they take Jericho off of their flank as they're going through Canaan. They can't be attacked from the rear as they march through. They also took control of that supply route. And they took control of that breadbasket. That's a pretty big deal. It also gave them the confidence to continue on through Canaan. Well, guys, gals, that's all I got. But I hope you enjoyed it. Be blessed, folks. Thank you.